Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas,
since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We're gonna sign 47, Mike 47, ready? Check 3, check, and 80.
On first down, Darnold. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Be a long day for you. Mike's partner.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Corey Coleman back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Go. Watch the screen. Get it.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Pilot, 64. Reach.
Now Saquon Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
8, read. Hey, 2.
Jones on 3rd and 2. That's complete to Slayton. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Ready? 18 Gator. 80 weapons.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Bravo.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey, I-7.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Set up. 60 yard. Hey, Hayward. 57
Throwing Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They'll run with Barkley, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, one set. Check right 54. Right 54.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Takes 3. 2-18, chop. Smooth.
From the 24, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
These two teams all tied after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Ready, ready. 30 base. Squeeze, double up. 57. Mike, 57. Check back. Yeah.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, he's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again is Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
We're going to sign. 7 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
47, 80, Mike 47. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 47.
2nd down and goal. Darnold. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alec Ogletree able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
You better be ready. Hey, ladies. Watch the safety creep.
Darnold from the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
On 1st and 10, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Russell Shepard, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Hey, Alpha. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Jones now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Always a plethora of storylines when the Jets and Giants get together, and certainly one big storyline is what they've been able to do in the backfield. Saquon Barkley, he's the Giants' future in the backfield, and now Le'Veon Bell coming over from Pittsburgh. He has really solidified what the Jets want to do carrying the football, and both of these guys threats catching it as well. They really appear to both be set for years to come. These are going to be some fun battles to watch. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jones operating from the gun. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Stop your line. Hey. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. Here we go. Hey, box truck.
From the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Right there, 54, right there.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I smell fear in that offense. Hey, Mike 7.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Rosas puts this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
65.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. And this is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with a visiting Giants, I guess you could say, on top of the Jets in this New York rivalry. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Matchbox lights.
Jones now on first down toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. 3 bud. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Let's go one more.
Throwing again. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
57 to Mike. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Go team, spell. 57. Mike. 57. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. 57.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards and a giant first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
60 outlaw. 57. Come on. Watch the run. Watch the run. Smith. Now. 57, Mike. I don't think you got it, sir. 57. Now.
Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. This is Gallman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got him. 57's the mic. Watch 56. Exit. That's the way.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. The toss out to Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
SOS. 80 weapons. SOS. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Grant Haley in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First down, Giants.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go. 57's the Mike.
Now Jones operating from the gun. He completes it to Tate. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Switch it. Come on. Recon, 152 fighter. Slow. No. Hey, Alpha.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Check.
On the run, it's Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
57, Mike, 57. I got you, Pop. 57, Mike, Mike 57. Rabbit. Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Shoot!
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game and they're losing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold now to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Darnold now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. Here's Bell. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Focus inside. Focus, defense, focus.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
That's what I do. Right there, 54, right there. Hey, wahoo! Hey, D-line, let's get in there, let's get in there. Mike's 54! Mike's 54! Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Go!
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Bell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They come out here in the eye. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing one out, and that's caught inside the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Darnold wants to throw the football. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Rip left. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch twist.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. TJ Green with a pick. There goes Green, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
57 to Mike. Let him know. Go. Let him know. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's pin the Bravo. 57 to Mike. Mike, 57. Here we go.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. This is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Go on. Hey, team 6.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. And he missed it. It wouldn't have mattered. They were going to lose either way, but the game ends strangely on a missed PAT. We thought we might have a good close game, and we did. Really came down to that final onside kick. They recovered it, but they would have had to return it. They were unable to do that, and that wrote an ending.
That is frustrating, isn't it? To execute an onside kick and get the ball, yet there's no payoff for them. Right now, they're probably in their locker room trying to comfort themselves with, the clock just ran out on us. We were right there.
So for the Jets, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3.